With every new Pokemon game that's released come a lot of rumors and quote-unquote leaks that surround it, and Pokemon Legends Arceus has been no exception. The game had about a year time frame from announcement to release, and in that time frame a lot of rumors and unverified leaks popped up that had the community talking and buzzing about what may or may not be true. And even though most of it does turn out to be fake most of the time, at the very least, it does make for some fun conversation, which is why in today's video, we are going to be looking at the best rumors and leaks about Pokemon Legends Arceus that weren't true. While none of these rumors happened within the game upon its release, keep in mind that there have been a lot of rumblings about possible DLC for Legends Arceus as well, which may even be announced by the time this video comes out, and technically there's always the possibility that maybe one of these, or something close to it, could happen within the DLC as well. It's just kind of a wait-and-see scenario. But as of right now, these rumors are completely bogus, but they sound pretty cool on paper, so without further ado, let's check it out. This first trio of untrue rumors come from some purported Pokemon leakers on Twitter known as Centro Leaks. Now, Centro Leaks have reported on some stuff that has come true in the past, but in this particular case, their report included some stuff that didn't happen, or at least hasn't happened to this point. However, to their credit, they did claim within their tweet on the subject that all of this stuff was unverified, so we were supposed to take it with a grain of salt. Nevertheless though, the stuff was pretty interesting, starting first and foremost with Hissuian Mewtwo. Now, that kind of claim of a Mewtwo regional variant is going to catch anyone's eye, but in particular when it involves a Hissuian form, it just doesn't make any sense whatsoever for this to be even able to exist at all, because Mewtwo is a man-made Pokemon, so how could a regional variant of a man-made Pokemon exist within a time frame before even modern Pokeballs were invented? There just isn't the technology there within this time frame to make something like that happen. There are obviously certain things within the game, like the time-space distortions, that do bring in Pokemon from the future, but even then it's like, how would it become a regional variant after that? And it just doesn't make any sense, so barring some huge DLC announcement, this one was pretty obviously untrue right from the get-go. The second of these trio of untrue rumors that Centro Leaks reported on was a new unobtainable form of Arceus. Within the main game, we did get to fight Arceus after completing the Pokédex, but it did not gain a new form like Dialga and Palkia did at the end of the main story. So, barring some kind of DLC expansion, this one is simply untrue. But it's kind of interesting that it's untrue, because it seems like Arceus, as the title Pokemon of the game, would have got a new form, especially considering Dialga and Palkia also did. As of right now, though, it seems like that just wasn't meant to be. The last claim from this batch of rumors from Centro Leaks included the report of a new mythical Pokemon being added to the game, which, once again, to this point, has not happened. However, I will say that this one is interesting, because in a recent video of mine, I was talking about how Enamorus is currently the last Pokemon in the Pokédex, and as a legendary Pokemon, it is also the only Pokemon that sits in the last spot within its regional Pokédex that is not a mythical, which could possibly point to a new mythical Pokemon being added in Legends Arceus at some future point in time that would then take up that final spot. That is obviously completely unverified and completely untrue at this time, but I do think this one is something to keep an eye on. The rest of these untrue leaks and rumors all come from 4chan, because of course they do. The first of these included a bunch of purported details about the game, a couple of which we are going to talk about here, and the first of these is that within Legends Arceus there was apparently going to be an evil team who was trying to summon Giratina. Now, while this was a popular thought that this might be the case during the pre-release period of the game, it obviously didn't happen really in any way, shape, or form whatsoever. There is Volo, who does kind of work with Giratina, but he isn't a part of any kind of evil team or anything like that, and he just works solo. Hey, wait, now that I think about it, maybe that's why his name is Volo, cause he works solo. Anyways, the only real evil team that exists within the game are the Misfortune Sisters, but they're not really an evil team. They're mostly just a trio of misfits who try to cause you trouble, but for the most part don't really get in your way, and they even play a relatively minor role within the story of Legends Arceus. So for all intents and purposes, an evil team is not what they are, which effectively debunks this rumor as being any kind of true. Another detail from this same 4chan leak claimed that the legendary birds of Kanto, as well as Ho-Oh and Lugia, were all going to be in the game, with the legendary birds in particular being included as roaming Pokémon. Now this just doesn't have any shred of truth or connection to it within the main game whatsoever, so straight up this just didn't happen. I will say though that roaming Pokemon would have been an amazing addition to the game, even if it was just like in Sword and Shield for instance, with the Galarian legendary birds, where each Pokemon roams around one designated area. So while this one is completely untrue, I would love to see it included in some kind of possible future DLC or update, either with the legendary birds themselves, or just with any kind of other Pokemon in general. This next one is one that started making its rounds right before Legends Arceus released, and it concerns a particular image, seemingly leaked from the game itself, that shows off a difficulty setting for the game with both a normal mode and a hard mode, with each of the modes containing different details about them. Lots of people hopped on this right away because a difficulty setting is something that a lot of people have wanted to see make a return ever since we first had it in Pokemon Black and White 2, but obviously, as you can tell, this was also fake. And it was even confirmed to be fake by the person who made the leak in the first place, which was Mewtwo on Twitter, so shout out to them. Even though this was fake though, I don't think Legends Arceus needed a difficulty setting in any way, shape, or form, because it is plenty challenging already. Once again, also coming from 4chan, this next leak actually has to do with some fake leaked Pokemon, because we couldn't talk about fake rumors and leaks if we didn't actually talk about Pokemon designs themselves. And this leak in particular tried to fool everyone into believing that a Hissuian Duskull family, complete with designs of Hissuian Duskull, Dusclops, and Dusknoir, were indeed coming to Pokemon Legends Arceus. The leak included the classic blurry images of the Pokemon, seemingly taken from the Pokemon Legends website in an effort to get people to believe this was actually real, and while the whole website layout thing does look pretty good, this obviously didn't end up happening. In addition to the claims of a Hissuian Duskull family, there was also another 4chan rumor that claimed we were going to be getting evolutions to Torquel and Kirlia within Legends Arceus as well. This leak claimed that a trio of new evolutions were coming to Pokemon Legends Arceus, with one of them being an Ursaring evolution, but the details were all wrong about that, so that was completely bogus too. But when it came to the Torquel and Kirlia evolutions, it stated that the name of the Torquel evolution was going to be Thermatuga, and it was going to be a fire-water type that evolved from Torquel when you gave it a Lake Balm. And as for the Kirlia evolution, it was known as Belle Noire, and it evolves from a female Kirlia, counteracting Gallade as a male evolution, when it is given a Moon Balm. And to top it all off, it was apparently going to be a Night Fairy type, which obviously outs this as a fake. And that's not even mentioning the fact that another Kirlia evolution is unrealistic to begin with, given we already have 2, and Torquel as a Pokemon didn't even end up being in Legends Arceus at all. So while this might sound kinda nice, it was absolutely fake from the start. And if you can believe it, because I'm sure you can, there were even more fake leaked Pokemon coming from posts on 4chan claiming to be the real thing. In particular, this post claimed that there was going to be some kind of Raichu evolution or counterpart, meaning another evolution to Pikachu, that was going to be in Legends Arceus, and apparently it was going to follow the Gorochu scrapped evolution from all the way back in Gen 1. Additionally, there was also apparently going to be a Dunsparce evolution that was going to make it Dragon type, because that's not something that is predictable at all as a fake. And finally, Komala was apparently going to get a new form as well that would fit in with the swampy area of the region. While I think that having some kind of new Raichu form or another evolution to Pikachu to sort of kind of pay homage to Gorochu would be really cool, I think the claims made in this particular post were way too predictable as fake for anyone to really take them seriously. And for our final fake leak / rumor of the video, we have a claim, also coming from 4chan, that Hissuian Bergmite and Hissuian Voltorb were going to be coming to the game. Now, Hissuian Voltorb did in fact make the final game, but not in the way that this leak claimed it was going to, because this leak, apparently being written by a trailer editor who apparently has access to official artwork, claimed that Hissuian Voltorb was going to be Ghost Grass type instead of Electric Grass, and was going to look like this, and be primarily based on an apricorn instead of a Pokeball. Now, this design, in my opinion, immediately gives this away as a fake, because this honestly does not look good at all in my opinion. I can't even tell that this is a Voltorb or where its face even is. As it pertains to Hissuian Bergmite though, this artwork was a lot better comparatively, and it claimed that it was going to be an Ice Steel type. Now, this isn't actually too far off of what happened either, because we obviously got a Hissuian Avalugg, but it was a part Rock type, not a part Steel type, and Bergmite ended up staying in its original form and not getting a regional variant of its own, which obviously shows that this was a complete fake. The only reason it was any kind of remotely accurate is because this post would have been made around the time when actual leaks were being made and hints were being given as to what all of the Hissuian forms were actually going to be, and therefore this leak was based on those claims. And there you have it, everyone. Those were some of the best rumors and leaks about Pokemon Legends Arceus that weren't true. Which of these kinds of rumors did you personally believe or think were the most interesting before Legends Arceus released? Let me know in the comments below, and be sure to give the video a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe for more new Pokemon content all the time. Also, if you like what I do here and want to further support the channel, you can check out my Pokemon remixes on Spotify, because honestly it just greatly supports what I do here and it means the world, so consider checking that out if you're able to, and if you already are, thank you so much. With that being said, I will be back with another video very soon, and until then, as always, thank you guys for watching, I love you very much, and I will smell you guys later.